Hey, it's James, Father's Rights and Resources, hashtag how I got custody. Here's one bit of advice. If everybody followed this, we could turn the court system upside down. You're not gonna hear this from anybody else but me. And since I'm being shadow banned, or I get blocked out from every father's rights group out there, because they're all a bunch of sissies and scaredy cats. And the father's rights movement, Dad Talk Today, those type of guys, same old people recycling, lather, rinse, repeat. I've seen it for 22 years. Nobody cares that I'm a veteran and been through this and I won and conquered and I'm helping other guys win. They just don't like my delivery or my tone. If there's a pedophile living in the neighborhood, do you care how somebody spreads the message? Look at this mother effer going on here violating children and running around and not professionally talking real nicely? Or do you care about the actual message? People don't like me because of my tone, because I'm sick and tired after 20 years the guy's not listening to me. That I just have to call them out for what they are. A bunch of punk little sissy cowards who don't want to fight for their kids unless mommy comes and rescues them and does it for them. So one great piece of advice that you could follow and will turn, if everybody did it, will turn, and it's not that hard. It takes some common sense and a little gumption to actually care about your kids enough to stand up for yourself. And the advice is, stop following stupidity. For example, if you look at the law and it says there's a presumption, like look at California family, whether you're in California or not, go look it up right now. California, FAM, 3020B as in boy. It says that the policy of California is for both parents to be intimately and frequently involved in a kid's life. That's their policy. Or Florida has a presumption of 50-50. Some states have a presumption of 50-50. And then a lot of states say the best interest of the child. What's the obvious best interest of the child? To have both parents. So then you go and talk to an attorney, and the attorney says, well, you'll never get that. You can't get that. But the law says this. Common sense says this. Every psychologist says this. Every pastor, politician, somebody says, Dad, step up to the plate. Here I am doing it. You're a lawyer who fights on behalf of the law and advocates for somebody. Lawyers go to court and lie about people all the time. Why can't you tell the truth about me and that the mother's a mentally ill, psychotic, narcissistic, sociopathic, suicidal maniac and child abuser? Why can't you go to court and help me with that and at least try? Oh, I just don't do that. The odds are against it. I quit. That is very stupid advice, and it defies common sense. And the only reason you would follow it and pay somebody tens of thousands of dollars to not fight for you and to contradict reality and to lie about reality and walk into court and talk about everything else except the actual evidence and the actual issues at hand, the only way that you'll follow that is if you're a moronic, dumbed-down, brainless, undeveloped, unevolved ape-like zombie. Or you're just a ballless punk bitch. That's the only excuse. If I got a nail in my tire and I get pulled over and I'm right next to Discount Tire or a tire shop or Les Schwab, and I say, you know what, I'm going to go to this drugstore and I'm going to get some duct tape and I'm going to pull out the knife, the nail, and I'll put duct tape on it. That would be stupid because everybody knows it's common sense that you got to get a tire patched up or replaced. Everybody knows that kids need both parents. Why would you think the reality of the court system where you're supposed to go there and prove whether someone's innocent or guilty, prove the truth in a lawsuit? You've watched Law and Order. You've watched some kind of movie with the legal system where somebody got railroaded, or they lied, or they cheated, or stole, or you saw a trial being presented. And really what it comes down to, court is just human beings going in there and telling their side of the story and trying to win or trying to destroy somebody or trying to slander and lie on somebody to take something from them, their freedom, throw them in jail, whatever. All that court is a glorified gossip room. Except you have to follow rules as to what can be talked about in the gossip room to slander somebody and make them look bad, or to prevail or resolve a dispute. It's not that deep. The only deep part is all the technicalities and stuff. I get people all the time, well, I don't know the law, James, and I didn't know what to say in court, and I've been watching your videos for a while, and I still don't get it. You dumbass, why didn't you call me before you went to court when your life was on the line with your kid and get some help for the stuff that you don't know? You are really a total dumbed-down, moronic, numbnuts, retarded, imbecilic, unevolved Neanderthal. If you are watching my videos and you're about to go to court and you don't know what you're doing and you call me afterward and say, well, my excuse for me not objecting or standing up or having any evidence or filing any paperwork or knowing what the hell was going on with the case was I didn't know what I was doing. Why the hell would you jump into something not knowing what you're doing? Especially after talking to or watching my stuff, knowing that I know what I'm talking about. Like if Michael Phelps' kid wants to learn how to swim and dad is in the house and they just jump in the pool and try and figure it out on their own, why wouldn't they talk to their dad who's a 16-time or whatever it is gold medal winner in swimming? Why would I just hop into a car and go driving around and get hit by somebody and they had the right of way? And then I think it's a good excuse to say, well, I didn't know the rules of the road. Why did you jump into a car if you don't know the rules of the road or how to drive? Why did you jump into court when you don't know what the hell is supposed to go on in court? And then you wait till afterward. How can you be so stupid? I don't understand. You guys are the problem more than anything else out here. You listen to stupid people. You listen to a stupid attorney say stupid stuff that violates your conscience, doesn't make any sense. And you know why I can talk to you like this? Because in 2001, when I reached out to an attorney, Goldberg and Jones, divorce lawyers for men, I said, I want to get my daughter during the day while the mom's at work, and we could swap weekends and basically have kind of a almost 50-50. They said, you'll probably get it every other weekend. I said, why? My baby's mom is at work during the day. I work at night. I could be my daughter's daycare at least. They said, you will still probably get every other weekend. That was the dumbest bullcrap I've ever heard in my life. But 99% of you numbnuts retards would say, oh, okay, whatever you say, I don't care enough about my kid to have some balls to stand up for myself. Yeah, you have a suit and tie, and you have a law degree, and you're just some numbnuts kid who's fed a golden spoon his whole life, and you're telling me I can't do it because this is the way the system is. I thought attorneys became attorneys to fight for something, or to fight injustice, or to help somebody win under the law. And then you look at the law, and the law says you have equal rights. Everybody in society is wondering where all the fathers are. Here I am. Why can't you go in court and oh, that's just not the way it works around here. And your dumbass believes that solely because the person has a suit and tie. Are you that much of a punk-ass bitch? And I have to call it that because it's your fault that you're trying to go for every other weekend. The mother is saying you are a violent predator, child abuser, and you agree to a court order that says you got to get mental health evaluation, domestic violence assessment, and all these other things that will lock you down and find something wrong with you and put you through 2 years of supervised visitation and domestic violence treatment because you agreed to something that you've never done because you're a punk-ass coward to stand up and say, no, I'm paying you $400 an hour to go fight for me. Go fight for me and at least try. Well, I can't do that. Then you're freaking fired. Some of you people are so freaking stupid, you tell me my lawyer won't do what you're saying they should do, James. I don't know what to do. Fire them, you stupid jackass! You cannot be that stupid. Stop being an idiot. Stop being a cowardly punk-ass bitch, and you will be you'll be ahead of 90% of people on the curve. Then start learning some stuff and use some common sense like, okay, I fired my attorney, I don't know where to go. Maybe I should talk to James because the 5-minute video isn't enough for me. Stop following stupid people, stupid advice. Use some common sense and follow your conscience. You'll do 100%